Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Chroma. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The give to the single back. Knocked down immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Look out! Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. The 20. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Johnson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Under pressure. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really nice play. 3rd down, understanding the situation, being close to the receiver, and making sure that I put a physical body on him as soon as he caught it. It's hard to catch that football if I'm meeting you right there, right when you try to get your hands before you can bring it into your body.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Couldn't find room for the big play. We stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Changing the routes with his receivers. Push is ahead. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
Snags it, and he's open. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Denson. Right side, it's Johnson. Jukes his way for more. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side, it's Burrows. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The give, it's Croma. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Denson. Out wide left, it's Moore. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Just a step short of midfield as he goes out of bounds, and what a spectacular return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got it behind the line. It's Lopez. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here. Hits inside. It's Croma. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drops back. It's Applewhite. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Enough to move the chains. On the move is a 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
From deep, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now this offense is back on the field. Quick give. Turning it on. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Handoff from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
Defense all over him.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Left side is Lopez. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Burrowing for yardage. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oh, a double pass. Out wide right, it's Moore. Finds finds a seam. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
And it's the Terrapins, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right back to it. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Unloads it left. Big hit. Knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you, but that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Here we go. Ready. Yes, go. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll off one deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Running inside, it's Johnson. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Convert on 4th down.
On the move. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air, it's Denson. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Sells to fake. Out wide left, it's Moore. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback changing the play. Sets his feet, it's Applewhite. Looking to the big tight end. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now. out because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Another incompletion on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
The Noles will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Denson. On target over the middle. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Gain of 32. And that's a first down for the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he drops to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Punt is in the air. Trying to get started. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Snags it.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to establish the run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's changing the play. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Drives inside. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That is no good. All points.